hair play an important role in everybody's beauty appearance. It's either we're wearing a hair gel, or you have your hair perfectly packed, or you even have to wear a wig just to look beautiful, because hair is so important to a woman's beauty. And so is the weather that reminds us that yes, the Christmas is close by and it's gonna be getting together with families and friends, gathering and meeting all our loved ones and sharing joy and love together. But so is the weather so much hard and is a red flag on our hair. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you 10 wonderful tips on which you can protect and preserve your hair during this weather, and you don't get to have any issue, have any hair damage or whatsoever. So sit with me and let me share with you these wonderful tips that can protect your hair, especially for this winter season. I have good news at the end of this video. I can't wait to share this good news with you. So sit back, do not fast forward this video and watch to the end so I can share this good news with you. So to keep your hair strong, healthy, hydrated and smooth during this season, I'll be sharing my special 10 tips with you on how your hair can be hydrated and smooth. And you know what? It's going to be an effortless tip. So first, my number one tips will be to moisturize your hair regularly with oil. If you're a coconut lover, you know coconut stay longer and is an heavy oil on the hair. So this is the time for you to use your coconut oil or shea butter in order to have your hair fully hydrated and protected from dryness, and especially your scalp. Once your scalp is free of dryness and flaky, and you don't get to have flaky or brittle hair, then you know you're well protected. With coconut oil or shea butter, you can get maximum moisturize from this oil. Another tips I want you to completely avoid during this time is, if you're the type that will wash your hair regularly, maybe twice a week or often. There's some people who love to wash their hair often. I want you to cut down on that. You should at least, if you wash your hair regularly, you can cut it down to twice or once a week, even less if possible. But if you're during this time, because you're going to be protecting your hair more, so you should cut down on how much you get to wash your hair during this time. So when you have to wash your hair, make sure you condition your hair in a very proper way. I'm not talking about leave-in conditioner now. The conditioner that you're going to apply on your hair and wash up, have it starting, make sure your tips of your hair are well properly conditioned, and you leave it on for some minutes in order to let the conditioner work into the hair and do the magic and work it down to the scalp of your hair, and leave it. Then make sure you wash it off completely from your scalp, because we needed to protect our hair in every way possible. If you're the type that use pressing it during that love to press your hair, this is the time you need to cut down on it or to avoid it completely, because it's this time our hair is very much fragile and it go extra dry. And for you to avoid that, in order to not have flaky hair or split end and breakage and thread, you need to completely avoid any it generated styling this period. Rather, you can style your hair, maybe an extension put in it, or you use a wig or other means in order to style your hair. And if you have to, just minimize and make sure you have to wear enough heat protection. And during this period, if you must, make sure you wear a heat protection on your hair before you apply it on your hair. And the fifth one I'll be sharing with you is deep conditioning. And the deep conditioning I'll be recommending this period is try use more of avocado deep conditioning, banana deep conditioning, oil deep conditioning. I have some video I made on that. You can check my channel right here somewhere in between, and you see the links to this, that you can apply this deep conditioning and you should at least twice a week, because your hair needs a maximum hydration during this period because of dryness. So deep conditioning will do your hair more good than anything during this period. So another tip as we'll be sharing with you as well is if you happen to wash your hair during this season, don't be in hurry to rush out of the house thinking, yes, the weather will dry it. Do not allow the outside hair to dry your hair because it did extra dryness to your hair, because you will not have time to put in any moisturizer or oil in the hair because it's too wet. It's very wet and you want to rush out of the house. So, and if you must leave your home with a wet hair, make sure you secure it with a sink bonnet. Maybe in case of any emergency, make sure you secure your hair with sink bonnet, which I don't even advise you go out the outside the home with a wet hair. Make sure you put in a sink bonnet, which is one of the tips I'll be sharing with you. Make sure you put it with a sink bonnet and put a scarf on it as well. In that way, it reduces a lot of extra hydration from outside getting dehydrating your hair totally. So when you come back, you can try now, especially for 4C, to try to damp the hair and put in your application with in case you don't have time. But do not leave your home with a wet hair. I know sometimes I do that because during if I just wash my hair, just put in my leave-in conditioner and I can just go out. Because I just love the craziness I have to have my hair all blown out, no styling, nothing, and I will just allow the hair to just dry it just like that. But meanwhile, I have my leave-in conditioner on it and maybe put a little oil in between and I can go out. But during this period, I can never ever try that. And the seventh one will be try as much as possible, like I said, that you should try and wear a sink bonnet. If you don't have a sink bonnet, you can use a scarf. Try just like this. Like today, normally most Sunday, okay, today is Thanksgiving Sunday. I have to dress my African stylish way. So I make sure I protect my hair. If you see, it's all round covered. None of my hair is outside, so it's well protected. So make sure your hair is really really protected. You can wear a cap, a winter cap, or you wear a scarf, or you wear your bonnet even while you are in the house. So make sure your hair is secure with any form of cap you can lay your hands on in order not to cause extra dehydration. And I will highly recommend you use a zinc bonnet if you're in the house and a zinc pillowcase. This reduce your hair getting stuck into the hair, and it's just flow. You know, a sink, it's kind of smoothness you feel when you have a sink and you just roll it over your body, unlike when you have something like this that your hair can get stuck into it and it give you breakage. This hair, this cloth really really stuck in a lot of hair. It's in fact you can pick some uh, strand from it. So this kind of cloth or cotton is not good for hair bonnet. So silk is the best form of hair bonnet you can have during this season. So and the eighth one will be try to avoid hot shower on your hair. Yeah, I know it's cozy, warm, it's make us feel good. Even if you have to do that, your last stop before you leave the shower, because I think I will advise you use a cold water or mild. Also, I think I will probably advise you use a mild water because too much hot water just robs your hair of the oil content it needs to retain all the sebum that your head it's just wash it off and it's like making your hair completely naked. So you need to avoid hot water wash hair during this period. And the towel you can use during this period is you should use a microfiber towel. Do not use a cotton towel. Use a microfiber towel. Microfibers does not get sticky. Like I said, it's just like zinc. You can't use zinc as towel because zinc does not have the capacity to hold on to water. So when you have to use a towel to cover your hair during season, use a microfiber towel. That is much more preferable than using a cotton towel during this time when you have to after you wash your hair and you just need to wrap a towel around your hair. Use a microfiber towel. And last but not the least on this is, if you have any form of hair damage, this season is the right time for you to get it treated. First, make sure you trim your hair. All those split end that is just wasting and it's causing more damage to your hair. Get them trim. Trim. Yes. Get it trim, level it up, cut it off. It's going to have more advantage, benefit to your hair than you know. You may think, yes, maybe I'll just allow it, let it straight out by itself. No, it's going to cause more damage and it will not allow your hair to grow as much as you want it to be. And the outcome is just going to be looking dull, looking for breakage, something like that. And I think you don't want that. Yes, and my good news today that I'll be sharing with you is, yes, I have my website. Look, yeah, my website is coming up. So, and this is going to contain a lot of things like skincare, hair care, anything beauty, wellness, style, travels, fashion, anything you can think of, parenting stuff is going to be on the website. And the name of the website is nakednursing.com. So I want you, everyone, to check it out. Give me your feedback, subscribe to our newsletter, and see how it goes. And something good news is still coming. So you need to watch my next video that I'll be making, and I'll be telling you what that is. And please remember to subscribe to this channel. Click on the notification bell so that you get to know each time I drop a new video. Like this video, comment, and share with your friends and family. And thank you very much for watching.